Hi, hello, Hachi. Wow, I almost, I almost, I almost forgot to turn on my microphone. Oh, it's been so long. I completely forgot how to stream. Oh my gosh, how awful, how embarrassing for me. But yes, hello. I'm back. Sorry, I took a bit of a break this time. I've just been really tired. And trust, it's only gonna get worse because we're gonna be entering the holiday season. Oh boy, yippee! So I'll unfortunately have to be working late some days. I'm not happy about it, but whatever. It's only for 1 month. Well, 1.5 months. So it shouldn't be. I'll be able to handle it. We'll live. Yeah. Ugh. Yay, holidays. Yep. Yay. Yay. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous about Black Friday because this is my first time. Well, it's not my first time working Black Friday, but it is my first time working at this location on Black Friday. And from what I've been told, we were very busy. Mm. So I'm not looking forward to it. I was able to narrowly escape having to work on Black Friday last year because I was in Japan. So my boss was like, okay, on Black Friday, we need all hands on deck. Except for BBB. Like, see, I literally, like, before I left, I had, on our schedule, I had blocked out, like, the 2 weeks that I was gonna be gone. And, like, my boss texted me and she was like, why do you have 2 weeks off on your schedule? And I was like, because that's when I'm gonna be in Japan. And she was like, oh yeah, that's right, have fun. It's like I straight up I told my boss I always every time like I even did this like at my previous job. I told my employer I was like, just so you know, I'm planning to be taking a trip to Japan in from November December, and they were both like, it's fine. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So I was kind of grandfathered in there. But yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know. I don't know what exactly my role is going to be. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of like register work, I'm guessing, but I don't know. They might have me like running stuff. I hope not. I don't want to deal with our back room. I really don't. It's kind of a mess back there. We've been trying to like clean it up, but there's only so much cleaning up that we can do cuz it's so small. It's such a small space back there. So, there's only and we have so much product, so it's like there's only so many places we can put things. And the things we sell take up a lot of room. So, you know. Yeah, I hope not. Honestly, I think that we could use an endless backroom space. I don't think the monsters would mind if there even are monsters. See, me personally, I think I talked about this before. I'm a bit of a backrooms purist. I I prefer the backrooms to have no monsters. I get the enjoyment of like having like multiple layers where there's like all sorts of different creepy crawlies that you can encounter, but we have the SCP Foundation for that, you know? I don't like the SCP-ification of the backrooms. I much more prefer the concept that like the only monsters are the ones like in your head. It's like solitary confinement, you know? If you've ever heard stories from people that were put in solitary confinement, and how like after a while they started like seeing things and like hearing voices and stuff. I like that a lot more. I think that's a lot scarier. Like the thought that you're you're being hunted down by monsters, but there aren't any monsters actually. I don't know. That's my that's my personal preference on it. But I am looking for. I did see that they're working on a movie for the backrooms. I am looking forward to that. I do like the Kane Pixels version. Yeah, like Silent Hill. I liked the Kane Pixels, like their interpretation of it. I do like it. I like how that was put together. Um, it's just me personally. I prefer the other way. I also don't like the kidification slop of the backrooms. But that's a whole other can of worms that I have talked about at length, so I'm not gonna repeat myself. I'm skipping this song. I'm already like halfway through this song. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, I will say I do like the concept of there being like different spaces, just because I like seeing different, like I'm a big fan of like liminal spaces. What the heck was that? What are they putting in these soundtracks? Sorry, that that disrupted my thought of train. I would like to believe that there are aliens. I think that would be cool. I would be a little bit nervous if aliens were real, like whether or not they would be chill or not, or whether we would be chill. I would hope that we would be chill, but I don't know. I feel like we would not be very chill. I feel like if there are aliens out there, they would probably see us, like Earth, like how we see like those like isolated islands, you know, the like aboriginals, is that what they're called? You know, the ones that are like secluded, and they're, you know, very like they don't want to integrate into like regular society. They probably see us like that. You know, so they don't wanna mess with us, and we don't mess with them. That sort of thing. And I think I would be fine with that if that were the case. If aliens like are or were aware of our existence, and they just like they just didn't want to associate with us, I think that would be fine. I think that would be like best probable outcome. I don't know, either that or maybe aliens are just really stupid and cute and silly. And they're too stupid to like hurt or do anything. I don't know, maybe they'd be cute pets or something. I don't know. Have like little slime guys or something, little inoffensive slime guys. That would be kind of cute, I think. Yeah. I just hope that I think best possible outcome would be inoffensive, cute, stupid aliens. And when I say stupid, I mean like really stupid, or really super smart, benevolent aliens that just like don't want to interact with us. Hello, welcome. Yeah, I don't know. I think it would be cool if there were like humanoid aliens. Be like, whoa, you look so similar to us. I know, that's so interesting, you know. I don't speak Spanish, but hello. Oh no, I hope they don't want our bananas either. Crabs would be cool. I bet they would get a kick out of if there are crab aliens, they would probably get a kick out of like the cancer, what we call the Cancer constellation. I'm always tired. Thank you for translating. I could do it myself, but I'm lazy. I'm too lazy to click 2 buttons. I think an octopus alien would be cool too. Have a bunch of arms. Imagine all the high fives it could give. Wow. Octopi pretty much already are like aliens. They're like they're very like wacky. They move strange, but they're also like super smart. It's crazy, and they can octopi. You might not know this. I don't know how common this knowledge is, but like octopi can survive like on land for a really long time. So can arapimas, but they're not. Those are fish. Arapimas are weird fish. I was reading about them. Maybe they are. I remember I did see a video where somebody helped free this like little mini octopus. I think it was from like a bottle or something, and when they like set it free back into the ocean, the octopus like paused and like stared at him for a minute, and like it was like thanking him. I thought that was cute. That's probably not what happened like in the octopus's mind. It was probably like, oh, you're not gonna eat me? Okay, cool. I don't know. I know you're not supposed to like anthropomorphize animal behaviors, but like sometimes you just can't help it. Sometimes animals just do like really cute, sweet things. You just can't help it, you know? Just a little tiny bit. I wouldn't say I'm a trilingual genius. I only know a little bit. I'm only partially good with French and Japanese. I need to get back into studying French, honestly. Well, I mean, don't like, don't like humanize animals to the point where, at least like wild animals to the point where you think that you're like friends with them. Also, hello, welcome. It's like, predatory animals, like obviously, like those ones especially. At the end of the day, you need to keep your distance from. I'm just talking like from a safe distance. Like you see, like, oh, if you've ever seen that video where like a gazelle or something fell into a water at like in a zoo, and then the elephant came and was like trying to help pull it out, like that sort of thing. You're like, wow, the elephant is like just helping him out, like that sort of thing. I feel like that's, that's fine. That's cute. But I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna be like Joe Exotic or whatever. Be like, this tiger's my son. Let me like get up into the cage with him and like pal around. Oh, that's very nice. That's so nice of the bird. I bet they got along great after that. That reminds me though, I have been wanting to, or at least I've been trying to get back into playing Animal Crossing a bit. Right now I've only been playing New Leaf on my 3DS, which I forgot to sign in today. Oh well. it's nice. The more that I've seen from New Leaf, the more disappointed I've gotten from New Horizons. So I'm like, man, they had this in this game. They didn't have this in the new game. You know, I think they're both good. You know, I think they're both good games. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that you're sick. I hope you feel better. Drink lots of soup and tea, especially tea. Now I want tea. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing. I am looking forward to the New Horizons update, especially because I really want I want the Zelda stuff, especially the Majora's Mask. I have that one in New Leaf. And I wear it all the time. Every occasion. I always wear it. Yeah, it is very nice. I think both I haven't played any of the games before New Leaf, but I do think because New Leaf and New Horizons get compared a lot because you know they're the two newest games. I think comparing them, they're both good, but I do think that like in terms of like gameplay and stuff that you can do, I think that New Leaf has a bit of a leg up, you know? That's right, stay hydrated. I say that and I forgot to grab my water. Oops. It happens sometimes. But yeah. Like, because like there's, I don't know. New Leaf, I feel like it really lets you like take your time to like get through everything, you know. Well, my house definitely has a lot of cockroaches. I have not gotten back into my New Horizons game in a little while. But yeah, I feel like I like New Horizons. I like the customization aspect of it, where it's like, you know, you didn't like, I don't know. Hold on. I lost my thought of train. I like that like unlike New Leaf, like you can customize your town in New Leaf to quite an extent, but I feel like it's a lot more personalized with New Horizons, especially with the whole like you have a lot more like custom content slots, and it's a lot easier to get custom content. Yeah. There's a lot more like furniture stuff. I really like that you can put furniture outside. And I do like I do I there's some parts I do like crafting, and then there's some parts I don't like crafting. Like I do think that it's a lot more convenient, especially at the start of the game, to just be able to build all your tools outright. And also the medicine. And I like being able to like craft like storage facilities. I had no place to put stuff that I collected in until I got like a balloon wardrobe. I was not happy about that. Mm-mm-mm. Though I do miss I miss that like, oh sorry, that was a big stuff. I do miss like number one, I'm sad that you don't get like gems from the rocks. Like you can get gold sometimes, but you don't like if you've never played New Leaf, sometimes when you like hit the rocks, it'll break and it'll be like a gemstone inside. I like to sometimes give the gems to my villagers. It's cute. Also, that's another thing. The villager interactions, I feel like they're a lot more personable. Like, don't get me wrong. I love my villagers, but I do agree with the general sentiment that in New Horizons, they have a lot less character. Like, I don't like how the very early games, they were like, again, I didn't play the early games, but from what I have been told, I don't like that they're like mean to you. I think that New Leaf has like a good balance between them being nice and polite to you, and also, giving a little toot, Oh yeah, please feel better. Take care of yourself. Have lots of honey. Have tea with lots of honey. Not from me though. It's fall, so I can't really make any honey lately. Oh well. Yeah, I think it has like a good balance, and like also a good balance of like villagers asking you for like requests and like to come visit their house or visit your house. I think there's a lot more interaction with them. And I also like much more how when you write letters to your villagers, I really like a lot more when they like write you back. Like it makes them feel a lot more, for lack of a better term, human. It makes them feel like you're actually like talking to someone, even though they're just little animal characters in a video game. And I like it a lot. Yeah, and I do kind of wish that they brought back um the old amiibo characters. Like I really would have liked to have Wolflink on my island. Or the Epona horse. Oh my gosh, I would have loved to have Epona. She's so cute. I do like the new ones that they're adding. I like the little bird kid. What's his name? I didn't play Tears of the Kingdom. Sorry. Yeah, I do agree. Some people have said that like the villagers in New Horizons feel like just another decoration, and I do kind of agree with that, especially with the whole culture that it cultivated of like, kicking out villagers for being ugly, and the whole, trading and lots and whatnot. That got like with like the whole Raymond thing, which is very ridiculous to me. He's cute. I have him on my island. Well, no. Mama Bee has him on her island. It's her island. I just play on it. But she chose like pretty much all the villagers except for Anka. We are never ever ever getting rid of Anka. She's my favorite. I don't care what the internet does to her. She has always been my favorite. I love her so much. She's just a girl, alright? She's just a silly little cat girl living in a silly little world. I love her. To be a woman is to perform. What can I say? Sad truth. And like the squirrels. The squirrels are cute. One of my first villagers was a squirrel. Had Hazel. She's the squirrel with the little unibrow. I like her. She was really sweet. I was sad when she moved away. That's another thing too. I wish that the villagers like remembered you when they move away. I know they kind of do, but like, you know, when I go on like the vacation island and like I see a villager that used to live on my island, it would be nice if they were like, "Oh, it's been a while" or something like that. I don't know. That might be too hard for them to like incorporate into their AI, but it would be nice. It would be nice. It would be cute. Like Marshall, he's cute. Yeah. I also like I like the new squirrel girl, Ione. I think that's her name. The star one. I like her. I've liked all the new villagers that they've added. The rainbow sheep, is that Dom? The one with the like sad PN eyes. He is cute. Oh, the clown. Oh. Yeah, he's cute. I do like him. I liked the Oni deer that they added. I thought that was really cute. I totally called her being a girl too, cuz like so many people online were like, no, she's going to be a boy because male deers have antlers. Like, you fool! Those aren't antlers. Those are Oni horns. All Onis have horns. Everybody knows that. Plus, she's wearing a female yukata. She's a girl, and I was right. So, I feel justified. And of course, I like the femboy rabbit. Of course. He is cute. I like his color palette. I would be fine if either three ended up in my village. I would be perfectly happy. I think is at least with like New Horizons, I try to keep the villagers around until I get their photo. Cuz that's like getting their photo, it means like you have like max friendship with them. So I don't want the villagers to leave until we've become the best of friends, and then I'll be like, okay, if you're ready to leave, then you're free to go. Like, I still have one of my very first villagers still on my island because he hasn't given me his photo. So I'm like, no, I don't want you to leave yet. We haven't become best friends forever. I do think Marshall's a smug villager, so he would have a bit of a toot. And the little bear with the big sparkly anime eyes, I like her too. I think her name is like Judy or something. I like when she's like in shock and her eyes go like that, you know. I can't do it perfectly, but like that. You know what I mean. No, I can't just take a picture of them. They have to give me their picture. It's not the same. Yeah, that's the one. And she's very like, it feels like Lolita, I think. Like kind of fairy K, I think. I think that's the sort of style they're going for. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Oh no, I broke it! I broke it, no! Okay. It's fine. I don't know why that disconnected everything. That's weird. I think everything's okay. It should be okay. Okay. Sorry, when I unplugged my phone, OBS said that it disconnected and that frightened me. It's like, no, I didn't mean to break it. I just don't want my phone to overheat. Ugh. That's it! Oh my gosh, now I remember. Oh my goodness. Yesterday, okay, so yesterday I was cleaning my figure collection room, and I was thinking to myself, oh man, Christmas is coming, and everybody's gonna be asking me, oh, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas? And every time people ask me that, I always like forget instantly everything that I've ever wanted in my entire life. I just remembered, like just today, I was driving home with Mama B from the arcade, and she asked me like, what do you want for Christmas? And I was like, I was just thinking about this. And now that you've asked me, I forgot what I was going to say. But I remember now. Exactly what it was. This is what I want for Christmas. Mom, I know you're watching. You better write it down. I want to get one of those phone stands that have like a fan on the back, so that when you're streaming, the fan will like cool down your phone. That's what I want. I just remembered. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking like, well, I could use some more glue. I could use some more socks. A liquid cooling phone stand? How would that even work? But yeah, that's that's what I want for Christmas. I want my two front teeth. I want a phone stand that has a fan that'll cool down my phone, so it doesn't overheat like this, like it does all the time, all the gosh darn time. And I told my mom, I was like, I don't know, I want some super glue. And she was like, you can just buy super glue yourself. I'm like, well, you could buy any Christmas present yourself, but that negates the point of Christmas. I do want super glue. It's just I want my own tube. Cause last time we had super glue, and then I don't know what happened to it. It just like disappeared, and also I think I broke the cap of it. So that's probably, it probably got thrown away because I broke the cap of it. That's probably what happened now that I think about it. Shut up, computer. Computer beeping at me. So yeah, I just told Mama B, I want either super glue or just tell people to get me socks. Fun socks. I like fun socks. If you couldn't tell, I really like, I love me some fun quirky socks. I don't own a single, that's not true. I own one single pair of normal socks, and they're for cosplay, so. I don't want just only super glue. I would like a new tube that I can keep in case of like figure damage or something. Usually if a figure gets damaged or something, I just use like hot glue. I don't know, hot glue sometimes doesn't totally work. Like, so okay. So back to when I was cleaning the other day. So I have this one figure of Lo Tianyi, the Vocaloid. And she when I bought her at an anime convention. So when I bought her and I like opened her up, her head was broken. Like it looked like, oh, maybe I can find actually it would probably be easier for me to go on my figure collection. Oh, that's a cute picture they have on the front page there. Okay, oh, I could probably, hold on. I do have the full screen. Oh, I forgot to turn it on. I had the chat working on here. What the heck? There. Okay. Hold on. I got it. Okay, there. Let me zoom it in a little bit. It's okay. It's fine if you see my pin tabs. It's just work stuff. I think, wait, is it this one? Yes. So, I bought this figure at an anime convention, right? And so, oh, can I not zoom in? So, okay, so right here, you see where she has this little choker thing? Her head was broken at this choker. So it looks like the way it was supposed to go is like her head like has a little peg that you put into a hole that is in her neck. But the peg was broken inside of the hole in her neck, and her head was just like broken in there. I don't know if it was like a secondhand thing and they just sold it to me like knowing that it was broken. I don't know. So I had to, unfortunately I didn't open it until after, you know, the convention was over. So I didn't know until it was too late that it was broken. Which I think is a reasonable thing, you know, to not open your figures until you've come back home. But whatever. So, yeah, I had to like super glue her head back on. And then yesterday, while I was cleaning, I took her off the shelf to clean, and then at some point I like put her back on, and then I accidentally like bumped something that made her fall over, and her head fell off again. Ugh, this is awful. Poor Tianyi. So, you know, it would be nice to have some like super glue for situations like that. It's okay. I glued it back on a second time, so now she's fine. I just need to be careful not to let her fall over again. We have a few figures that needed some surgery. Not too many, thankfully. I'm pretty careful with my figures. I think only like a few of them have like scratches. And I only have one missing piece to one of my figures. Hello, welcome. Which I can't believe that it's like gone now. I have like all of the Hololive Nendoroids, and the one for Himemori Luna, she comes with like her little Lunite, right? I don't know where the Lunite went. It's fallen off of her base a few times because it doesn't come with the little stand, even though I think it should, personally, because it's kind of top heavy. I don't know where he went. It like, because like I said, it's fallen before, but it's never fallen like off the shelf. I think a Roomba or something might have like bumped into it and made it fall, because the Roomba is not very graceful. But like, I don't know what happened to it. I don't think that it's big or it's small enough that the Roomba would have eaten it. I feel like, because it's like, I don't know, it's maybe like an inch big, at least. It's decently sized, and it's like pretty thick. So I feel like the Roomba would have a pretty hard time swallowing it up. And like, I just don't know where it went. I don't know. I looked under the little like acrylic risers that I have my Nendoroids on. I've looked on the shelf underneath it. I've looked underneath the shelves, all of them. I don't know where it went. And I tried to go on Chibi Chop Shop because I did have like there was one for like the Gura Nendoroid. One of my cats got a hold of her little like bloop standy thing and like broke a piece of it, and I don't know where the piece went, which is what I think happened to the Lunite. I think a cat might have stolen it, and by a cat I mean my little black cat that likes to steal stuff. He's done it before. I think he might have stolen it. But so I went to this site called Chibi Chop Shop. And they have like, I think they're mostly for like. I don't think he ate it. I think it would have been too big. It's too big and also made of plastic for a cat to eat. But it's like they mostly do. I think like customize stuff like you buy stuff from them to make your own custom Nendoroids also, and then you know also for like if you lose a piece. So like I tried to look online, but they don't have her yet. They don't have anything for her. So I was like, dang, that sucks. Like on their website, she's still like on pre-order. Like it's been almost a year. The R? What's the R? Just the letter R. Ate it. It's like Sesame Street. Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. But, you know, hopefully soon Chibi Chop Shop. Hopefully either I find it or Chibi Chop Shop gets it in stock. They moved a figure into a hallway. Was it small and night shaped? Be more specific, mother. Ow, I hit my foot on the desk. I'm okay. Yeah, they've held out for me before. I believe they can do it again. Yeah, it'll probably be like another year or so, probably, before they can get pieces for her. It sucks. They should have just made a base for it. I don't understand why. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I kind of want to watch Windbreaker. I've been told that it has yaoi in it, so I'm now intrigued. I know there's a femboy character, so that already I was like, okay, you have my attention. But like I think I was talking with a coworker or something about it, and I mentioned that I've seen a lot of yaoi fan art for it on my Twitter timeline, and they were like, yes, there is. I was like, okay, that's good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I haven't really been watching too much anime. I've been meaning to. I have been watching the Twisted Wonderland anime. It's cute. Like I've never gotten into the series. I like the character designs. I think that they're very cute. I just never got into the game or anything. And I feel like, you know, I think the anime is cute. You know, I like so far what I have learned of the lore. However, I feel like, and I kind of felt this way about like the Ensemble Stars anime too. I feel like I would have liked it more if I had like any prior knowledge of the characters, because there's a lot of like, especially in the little like ending credit scenes, there's a lot of like character interactions between like the different boys, and they're cute and everything. You know, I like it. I like the art style that they use for them too. But I feel like I would like it more if I, you know, had any sort of like real character introduction to these guys. Like they do like they have like little like references and stuff, but like we haven't really been introduced to the characters that well. I feel like so far in the anime, we've been introduced to like the main 4 guys for like the Queen of Hearts group. Or no, 5. It's 5. It's 5. Yes, I know how to count. And the summer Hikaru died is really good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. They do have a Nendoroid of Hikaru, and I'm somewhat considering getting it because I like that there's a faceplate where his face is kind of coming apart. But I'll only get it if they make it Yoshiki to go with him. He needs a babysitter, okay? But yeah, like, I mean, so far, I've liked the characterizations. I just wish, or at least I'm hoping, that they go more into depth with, like, introducing the audience to the characters. And I feel like with those sorts of, like, game adaptations, they tend to be, like, a little bit fan servicey. And I don't mean like your typical, like, you know, anime beach episode sort of fan service. I mean like, you know, just like the awe of like seeing these characters like moving and animated, you know? Cause like coming from like, I know in Twisted Wonderland they're not idols, but like coming from like those sorts of idol games to like, you know, there's so many of these types of like multimedia idol projects, you know. So to have like your favorite one get like an anime adaptation, like that I feel like is fan service enough. A little bit. I feel so far in the story, I feel like you would get more enjoyment out of it if you have like prior knowledge of the characters. You'd be like, oh, this character and this character is interacting. Oh my gosh, that's so cool, you know? Like I think the best sort of idol / multimedia project series that has gotten an anime adaptation would be like Hypnosis Mic, because even though there's like a lot of lore stuff that the anime doesn't really touch on, number one, there's a lot less characters, and they do also spread it out. So like they introduce you to like the 4 main groups in the first season, and then the other 2 groups in the second season, so you have more time to get to know the main 4 groups. But I think they did a lot better. Oh my gosh, that startled me. Sorry, the computer behind me turned off. They give a lot more time to like introduce those characters and like kind of, you know, let you get a feel for their like character interactions. Oh, that's okay. I do watch anime that doesn't have yaoi in it. Sometimes I also watch animes with Yuri in it. It's true. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It just depends. It depends on if the premise sounds interesting to me or if the art style is unique. That's what I'm all about these days. I'm all about those unique art styles. I like it a lot. You know, I have no problems with the standard anime moe style. I think that's all good, but you know, when it has a little spice to it in the art department, that's when I'm like, ooh, okay, all right. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Like, I'm really, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for the Witch Hat Atelier anime to come out. Ooh, I cannot wait. I just know it's gonna be so pretty. or like Hoseki no Kuni. I'm a big fan of Hoseki no Kuni. That anime does not have yaoi in it. I mean, I don't know. I guess you could consider what's her face and the Lunarian King. Sorry, a little bit spoiler. The one gem. Oh my god, I forget her name. I mean, like, there's a relationship between the like Lunarian King and one of the gems. If you choose to view the rocks as being male, because they do in the manga, they do use like more like male specific pronouns for them, but like Japanese pronouns don't really work the same as English pronouns, so like they're rocks. They're cookies. they are neither. So like I don't know if you could count that. I have not seen Sakamoto Days. I've seen the guy. I've seen the like the guy with the mustache, but like I don't know. I just haven't. It didn't pique my interest, so I don't know. Maybe I'll get around to it one of these days. My other favorite thing to do is to just go on, like, this is gonna sound really stupid, but you go to AO3, you go to the like anime section, click on any letter, and just find an anime with like a wacky title. And there you go. Now you have something to watch. Like you pick something with like a very strange title that only has like 2 fan fictions written for it. There you go. Probably a top tier anime. Probably. I don't know. There's probably a lot of trash animes that have like millions of fan fictions written about them. I'm not naming names. If you know, you know. Yes, good. Smart, be very vague. Yeah, like right now on my watch list, I have a show that's called oh god, what, it's like Idol Dropout, whoop, Fruit Tart. I think it's, or yeah. Is this Idol Dropout or Dropout Idol Fruit Tart? I don't know. I saw it randomly. I found it and I was like, that sounds like a crazy name. And yeah, it looks cute. So I'll give it a try. I don't know what really it's about, but it sounded interesting, so that's what I'm gonna watch. Oh yes! Oh my gosh! I so badly wanted to see Angel's Egg. Oh man! I wanted to see it because like, okay, so since on Black Friday, I have to come in at 3, right? But I don't want to go up there at 3 because there's gonna be like no parking. And I'm there until like an hour before closing, so I want to get like a good like parking space. So you know, I want to get a good parking space that's like closer to the front so that I don't have to like walk to my car alone in the dark. You know? So I'm thinking about like coming up early because there's a movie theater nearby and just like going and seeing a movie. And I was like, oh my gosh, I like looked up on G Kids to see like if they had any movies that were gonna be out on Black Friday. I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna have Angel's Egg. Angel's Egg's so cool. They're only having it on like 2 days, and neither of them are Black Friday. I was so bad. It's like why? Like, hold on. What egg? What day are they gonna have Angel's Egg? It's like, yeah, they're only having it on November 19th. It's like why? I hate that they do that with foreign films. I hate it so much. I think I've heard of that one. I have heard of that one. There's another anime that I recently watched. It's like a movie, or I don't know. Is it a movie or is it an OVA? I'm not sure, but is this one? Sorry, I'm like switching back and forth so much. Maybe I should just stay on the screen. It's called Hells. It's really it's fun. I enjoyed it. So it's about this girl, this blue girl. She's like the main character. Hells has a crazy unique art style. I like it a lot. It reminds me. It makes me think of like. It makes me think of like Devilman mixed with Soul Eater, which is a great combination, I have to say. Yeah, I like I like the like devil like headmaster whose name is Helvis. And so they make him talk in like a Elvis accent, you know, like the Elvis accent. Yeah, so it's about this girl, and she gets hit by a car and she gets sent to like a school in hell, or like everybody's mean and evil. Yeah, yeah, Dead Leaves too. It definitely has Dead Leaves vibes. It's good. It's good and it's not very long, so I would recommend it. Also, the animation's really cool. I like the character designs a lot. All the different monster girls. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of like well-designed monster girls. You can't just slap a pair of ears on a human girl and call it a monster girl. No, you gotta put some effort into that, okay? That's what I didn't like. Listen, I did watch that like Monster Musume show like back when that came out. Because you know, I thought that it was gonna be. I didn't think that it was gonna be like super ecchi, but it was. I was maybe a little bit too young to watch it, but you know what? I was a little too young to watch a lot of the animes that I did. Cough, cough, Elfin lied. And Higurashi too. Cough, cough. But like I really liked the little end cards that they would have that like showed the like subspecies of the monsters. I thought that was really cool. I would have liked for it to be more like that, but it wasn't. It was just about the fan service. Lame. I like monster girls when they have more personality, you know? You know? That's what I'm all about. I'm all about the personality and the character design. Oh my goodness, my phone is dying so fast. I'm gonna have to find my camera and do that. Ugh. I don't know why. Sometimes I might have to. I might have to be PNG tuber for a minute. Let my phone charge a little more. Ugh, that sucks. I haven't even been streaming that long. It's embarrassing. Blah. Oh well. There were arcs. I didn't even I didn't even realize. It was just fan service. That was it. I mean, there's a market for everything. I just wasn't in the market. That it was not my demographic. Oh well. I do have a portable charger. It's going down even when I have my phone plugged in. It's just my phone sometimes it gets super hot for no reason, and then sometimes it's fine. And right now it's getting super hot for no reason. I don't know, hold on. Let me try. All right, I'm going to turn into PNG tuber. Hold on. Let me get a good gif to pull up to give you all something to look at. What's a good gif that I could put up? Mm, let's go to I'm trying to find what's a good one. I know. I know. I know. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay. All right. I'm going PNG tuber. Okay, bye. I couldn't have picked a better position to put myself in. Yeah, I mean, fan service isn't totally bad. It's just, you know, it's when that's like the only plot is when it gets a little boring. like the Monster Musume, that one was like so heavy that it's just like just make it a hentai at this point, I'm sorry to say, but like, they're so like on the nose with it. You might as well just go the full way. I'm just saying. But yeah, I don't think that like all fan service is bad. Oh, sorry. I keep on making the GIF pause. Ugh. Oh, that's a cute one. Oh, I like that one. I like that. Look at her go! Look at her go! Woo! Woo! Oh, speaking of horses, Agnes Digital is coming to the global server soon. Hooray, hooray. I have saved up so many carrots. If I don't get her, I'm going to cry. I'll be so sad. I'll be so sad. I need Digitan in my life. All right. Ugh. Yeah, so anyways, oh yeah, I never talked about my fun trip today. Oh my gosh. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's my Discord. People I keep on getting like Discord messages. I need to make everybody shut up for a minute. Duh, Trisha. Yeah, probably that's probably what I'll do. I'll try to get her, and when I do, best believe we'll play her story through. Yeah. So I went out with Mama V today, mostly because I had stuff that I had special stuff that I had to drop off at one of the stores, and I was very upset because like I had ordered these like special charms to sell, and I ordered 5 of these ones, and 2 of them had like marker scribbles on the back, and so obviously I can't sell that. Like I thought that it was just like because sometimes on like hold on, I'm gonna zoom in on this. Okay, whatever. So sometimes it'll like the charms will come with like a protective film on them, and so you could just like peel it off. So I thought that the marker was just on the film, and so if I just took it off, then it would be fine. No, it was on the actual charm. So now I have to get 2 of them replaced. I'm not happy about that. So I emailed the company to be like, hey, I need these 2 replaced, and I didn't get a response. So I just assumed that like maybe I sent it to the wrong email address, even though it said that I could reply to that email if I had any questions. So I the other day I sent them another email. I was like, I ordered in total I ordered 15 charms in that order. So I was like, I ordered 15 charms, and 2 of them have marker on the back. And so then this morning I got an email back from them, and they were like, in your previous email you said you had 2 that were damaged, and now you're saying that there's 15. I'm like, oh my god. how I don't know how else to make it more clear. I ordered 15, and 2 of them are damaged. 2 of them need replaced. The other 13 are fine. Like, I don't know. I was just trying to make it so that like, if they went back to the order and they saw that I ordered 15, they would know that like actually I don't need like all 15 replaced. I just need 2. Right? That makes sense. Right? I'm not crazy. How is my phone going down? What on earth? I can't handle this thing. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know why it just like goes down sometimes for no good reason. Yeah, no, I think what happened is that cuz it's a Chinese company, I think that like the translator or something that they use just got it wrong. Like it told them it told them something that I did not say, so, I don't know. I don't know. But they said that they were going to send 2, so hopefully they do. Like I didn't even know that they sent me a response to the first email, cuz like I checked it like almost every day, and I never saw that they responded to me. Oh well, whatever. I got a response now, so guess it's fine. But yeah, so we dropped those off, and we went to play at the arcade that's there, and like I had a fun time. They had a new game at round 1 today. It's the if you ever see, I think it's called like My, something like that, where it's like you have like a big wheel. Hold on, I could probably look it up. My. Yeah, I think yeah. Yeah, so it's like this. So why can't I get like a good picture? Okay, so like so you see you have like the wheel here, and then you press the buttons to like this when the circles come, and then you also like you could tap on the screen, and they have like little stars you like drag around. It's fun. I like it. I had a fun time playing it, and they had like a bunch of Vocaloid songs, so you know that's always helpful. How's the battery? I don't know. I've had this phone. I want to say like at least like 3 to 5 years or something. I don't know. I don't want to get a new phone. It's also because the cord that I'm using is not plugged into an outlet. It's just plugged into my computer. If I had it like plugged into an outlet, it would be fine. It would charge like instantly. But I don't. I have too many things plugged into my outlets here, so thank you for the donation. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay that you've been busy. I've been busy too. Been busy sleeping. Ha! Mm-mm. And yeah, I had fun. I had fun. Played the new My cabinets that they have. And I got to play Taiko with Mama B. She really likes the game, and I'm glad. I'm glad that I finally have a rhythm game that I can play with my mom. And of course, I did dance around. I think I played on like the advanced mode. I did pretty good. I got like A A to S rankings, which is pretty good. I got a full combo once, which is very surprising because I've only played my like once or twice prior. I think I don't know. Yeah, I wanted to finally like play some of the dances that I've been practicing a bit. I still can't do Daisuke right. That dance is so hard. It's too hard. But yeah, I cooked. Needless to say, I did for sure. And so it was nearing like the end of our trip. So I wanted to go back to dance around, play one more round, and then I was ready to leave. But unfortunately, when I went over there, there were two girls that were like playing on both of the cabinets. Which for some reason today, so normally they have the two cabinets like sectioned off because unlike the Chad Dance Evolution, Dance Around is only a one player game. Sadly, and so like they have it sectioned off so that each person has their own space to dance. But today, for some reason, they did not have like the two of them sectioned. So like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the purpose of that was. But anyways, there were two girls that were playing, so I couldn't play. So I went over to Project Diva while I waited for them to finish. But I noticed after they finished on the screen it said this game is unavailable due to maintenance, and I was like, oh no. I was like, oh crap! I waited this whole time to go back and play again, and now I can't. Now it's down for maintenance. But like, I didn't see any of the arcade workers over there working on it. Usually when, when a game needs like maintenance done, there'll be somebody like, behind in the cores and cables and stuff, you know, doing work in there, doing maintenance. But I went over after I finished on Project Diva. I went over and I swiped my card, and it worked. So I don't really get. I don't know what the deal with that was, but though normally, okay, so like normally when I play it, they have like so you get to choose your own, like, you get to choose which avatar you want to like do the dances. And so like they have, normally when I play it, they'll give you like options to play as Reimu from Toho Project or Miku. I usually pick Miku. Sometimes I pick Reimu, but usually I pick Miku. But they didn't have those two, so I don't know. It's not like it doesn't really like affect the gameplay or anything. So I was able to do my little dances, and then we're good. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna be so mad. I was gonna be so mad if I waited all this time to come to the arcade and play the dances that I had practiced a bit. It's saying OBS disconnected. Oh, I'm gonna wait a second. Okay. So like, dance rhythm games especially take, it takes a bit more skill, I think. Same with like like DDR, and what's that other one, like Dance Rush, with the big like light up square that you like move on. I can't do that one. That one's too hard for me. I don't really get how to do it. I need the thing for me is I need structure. Okay, I need a structure. I need a structured dance combination that I can learn with. Like, I mean, you can do that with DDR and Dance Rush, but it's not the same. It's like, I don't know if you guys have seen that meme where like, I don't know. Hold on, maybe I can find it. There's like a meme where they have like, how like pro players play DDR, and then how pro players play Dance Rush, and then how pro players play Dance Evolution, and the Dance Evolution one is doing like the Metaton Undertale dance. That's me. That's what I do. I do think that Dance Evolution specifically is like the hardest one, just because of like how much more movement, and like how you need to make it like as accurate as possible. I don't know. You know what? I don't know what search terms. I don't know what search terms to look up. If I find it, I'll like post it or something. But honestly, like, yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Like, I think I could probably show some gameplay. Hold on. Let me pause BGM. Let's open up YouTube. Maybe. It's like, okay. Oh my gosh, it's Leah. It's old Leah. Whoa. Oh, that jump scared me. Oh, that's true. Oh my gosh, am I gonna get ad? I better not get ad. Nope. You're not getting my money. Wait, why am I getting the age verification thing? What? Does it think I'm a baby? Pardon me? Okay, it's like it's it's a lot of movement. I would say it's harder than like Just Dance in some respects. Okay, and it stopped. Okay, that's fine. You get it. You get what I mean. You get what I mean. But it's hard. It's hard. And you have to be really fast on it too. So like, me personally, I think it's the harder of the three, but like for your average person, I would say. I think Dance Around kind of amenified that because like okay, so for Dance Evolution, the way that the way you get points is you like you match it's like Just Dance, you match the movements that the character does, and like the more the harder the level is, the more closely and the more number of moves they want you to match. But what Dance Around does is for the lower levels, they like change the whole choreography pretty much, I think. At least to me it seems like they do. Like it seems a lot easier, you know? Like, Dance Evolution, it's got you like spinning around. Sometimes you have to like do moves like facing the other direction. It's hard. So you just gotta learn the moves, and that's the good thing about the internet now. It's like you got like so many like recordings, so you can just like learn the dance moves. That's what I do. I just go on YouTube and I just like practice them. It's fun though. It's fun. Maybe it's just because I have a dance background, but I have a lot of fun learning them. I like that they're harder than like your average like idol choreography, but it's easier than like the choreographies that I was getting when I was in dance. Oh yeah, it is very good exercise. I would say if you want like a similar experience to that, then just get Just Dance. It's pretty similar, and you don't have to be as super accurate, and the dances aren't that complex. It's a lot of the arm movements too. I have trouble like keeping up with some of the arm movements. The leg movements I'm fine. They're not that hard, but some of the arm movements, especially with Daisuke. Oh my gosh, Daisuke is so freaking hard. There's so many like varying arm movements. Ugh, it's so fast. That's always been like my whole thing. When I was younger and I would see like mirrored Vocaloid dance videos, it's like, those were good and all, but they were too easy. They were too easy for me. I needed a challenge, so that's when I would make my own dances. And I had fun doing that. Yeah, my phone is like not charged at all. That's okay. I'll turn it back on for just a little bit. Beep. I'm alive again. Oh my gosh, my phone made my desk so freaking warm. Okay. Alright. Goodbye, Rainbow Dash. That's okay. I think I'll probably end in a short while anyways. So I am getting a little bit thirsty. But it's a fun game. It's a fun game still. I have yet to convince, well, to be fair, I don't really, this is gonna sound sad, but like I don't go to the arcade with my friends that often. It's like when I go to round one, all I want to do is I want to play the rhythm games and stuff, and I'm like the only person in my friend group that likes playing rhythm games. Everybody else is like, I don't know how to play this. It's too hard. Like, well, yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's your first time playing it. Your first time doing anything's gonna be hard. But it's fun. It's fun, and it's got Vocaloid music. So it can't be that bad, you know? It is a skill, you know, playing rhythm games. It's just like any rhythm games in general. It definitely takes some skill. You gotta be on beat. I'm surprised that like none of my musically inclined friends are like really into playing rhythm games. Cause I do have friends that you know they were in band and like orchestra and whatnot, but they don't play rhythm games. I'm like, you know, one of them has like a job as a musician. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean it's too hard for you to play rhythm games? You're a musician. What do you mean you can't keep on beat? You're a musician! Like that's I don't know, man. You gotta work on that. Oh well, I would really like, you know, to play rhythm games with my friends. I don't know. Especially, I would like to do like dance around or something with a friend. You know, even if they don't know any of the moves, and you know, and they're playing on easy peasy baby mode. That's okay. You're doing it together, and it makes it fun. What is this background song? I feel like half of these have been like kind of wacky. All right. I was not expecting like Tibetan monk chanting or something. No, be silent. No words. No people sounds. Like the few times that I've been with friends at arcades, they just want to do like claw games, and I suck at claw games. You see, that's where we need a compromise. We need to do a little bit of claw games together, and then do a little bit of rhythm games together. You know, so both of us can feel like we're good at some things and feel like we suck at some things. Yeah. Well, Mama was saying she was not doing so hot at the claw games this time. She did win a couple of like little mini guys, but she tried really hard. Tried really hard to win some of the bigger oh, sorry, hiccup. She tried really hard to win some of the bigger prizes, but it just didn't work out. That's her words, not mine. I wasn't there. Oof, my hips hurt. Ouch. Yeah, I would like to go to round one with friends more often. It just sucks that it's so far away, you know. That's why I don't go with my friends, is because it's so far away. I don't want to be like, hey, do you want to go drive for 2 hours to an arcade? You know, like No. Like, I wish the only arcade that's near where I live is Dave and Buster's, and they suck. They don't have any rhythm games at Dave and Buster's. They got like, I don't know, I think they have like Mario Kart. I don't know. Plus one time like, well, that's gonna be a bit of an issue because I can't get that beehive eat a bag anywhere. That's gonna be until I figure out what convention they're gonna be at next. But so like, oh my gosh, what was I gonna say? What was I talking about? Immediately, I lose my thought of train. Yeah, so Dave and Buster's. So Dave and Buster's. The last time somebody I knew went there, they went for like a 3-year-old's birthday party, right? And they said that the food was terrible, and one of the employees was like drunk, like they could smell the alcohol on him, which is not okay. Oh, it's not a 2-hour drive. It's like a hour and a half, hour 45. It's still a long drive. Pretty much 2 hours. And yeah, like, you know, I wish that they would get rid of the Dave and Buster's that's near where I live and replace it with Round One. That would be like ultimate goal. Like, I can't imagine too many people are going to Dave and Buster's anymore anyways. Dave and Buster's doesn't even have any anime stuff. Ugh. They probably have like Fortnite, Minecraft. I don't know. They have that at Round 1 too. Yeah. My commute to work is pretty long. It's funny. I was talking to like one of my coworkers, kind of about like a long commute, because we had another former coworker that like had some like transportation issues, and so they were like, why why would you live? Because both of us, we kind of live in like kind of the same area, and so my coworker, he was like, why would you get a job all the way over here if you worked or if you lived in like this particular city that is like 45 minutes away? And I was like, well, you're kind of like, well, you know. But you know what? It's my gas. It's my car. I can choose where I want to work. So, yeah. Sorry. But yeah, speaking of my my car, I found out today I might have had a flat tire, and by might have I mean I definitely did. It was not good, and I felt really bad. It's like Mama B gave it. She was like, "So you have a flat tire." I'm like, I didn't know that. Yeah, right. I think as long as you have a way to get to work and back easily, that's fine. But like the problem with the previous coworker that we had was just that their mode of transport was very unreliable, and they were coming from a very long distance away. So it became a problem because so often last minute they were like, oh, I can't make it in, can you cover for me? And so that's when it kind of started to become a problem. So like, I mean, I liked that person. They were very nice. It's just, you know, you can't be having issues like that all the time. And once or twice, you know, it's understandable, but like, they kind of made a habit of it. Oh well, what can you do? Mm-mm-mm. Ugh, I'm already getting sleepy. I don't know why. I keep on feeling like I have to go into work tomorrow. I don't. Oh no, that sucks. I never know what to do. Thankfully, my car has never been towed before, but I really don't know what to do in a scenario like that. I feel like if my car were to get towed, I wouldn't even think that. I would think that somebody stole it, and I would probably call the police. And then the police would come, and they would be like, "No, you got towed," and I'd be like, "Oh, sorry." And then I would probably get in trouble for calling the police for that. Like, I didn't know. That's just the thing. I know like nothing about cars. I don't know how anything works. And round one, it is expensive, but it's worth it. Especially if you're like me and you just go to play the rhythm games. Then you know you get $100 or like $50 put on your card, and you can play at least like 10 games or something. Ah, sorry, my throat is getting sore. Blah. Like yeah, so they had to like go take my car in and figure out why it was flat, and it turns out there was a bolt in my tire. So that's great. I love having car troubles that I don't know how to fix because I know like nothing about cars. Should I read the manual instructions? Probably. Do I know where they are? Kinda. I think I do. I was kind of just like the car that I drive now was kind of just like forced upon me. Yeah, well, pretty much everywhere near where I live right now is a construction zone. Like literally just a few days ago, like every single corner that I drove by had construction going on in it. So, you know, somehow I got a bolt in my car. Um I don't want to answer that question. Thank you. So my car was kind of like forced upon me. As it used to be Mama B's car, and then she got a new car, and so she was like, "Well, you're driving it all the time to work anyway, so you could just have it." And so she's like, took all her stuff out. I was like, "There you go, it's your car now." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's fine." Yeah, I don't know. I barely know how to drive a car. I probably should have taken driver's ed. I don't know. Do they teach you about like do they teach you in like driver's ed how you do like um how like what you do with like car maintenance, or is that like something that you just learn on your own? I don't know. Like I said, I never took it, so I'll never know. They don't teach you. Okay, well, that's great. That's once again very helpful information that they don't teach you in school. What a shocker. I was, I'm lucky. I'm lucky they had they had financial algebra when I was in school. I did get a free card, but like I don't know, I didn't know how to use it. I didn't know. Like, you know, I'm not like complaining. I just don't know. I don't know anything about like car maintenance, and then like bad things happen to my car, and my parents are like, "Well, why didn't you do this?" I'm like, "Cause I don't know." Cause I don't know how to do any of this. Okay. Ba ba ba. Yeah, yeah, I do also need an oil change, and I don't know what to do for that. My mom was like, "Oh, just tell your dad." I was like, "Okay." That doesn't tell me. I guess I will just figure it out in my own time. I guess I'll just let Papa B deal with all my car troubles. That's fine. He'll teach me. You know what? I guess that is what you have dads for or something. Unless your dad doesn't know how to fix cars, then I guess you just die. I guess you just live with a broken car for the rest of your life. Your dad doesn't know anything about how to like how to fix your car. Oh well, guess you don't have a car. Oh well, okay. Or if you don't have a dad, oh no, that's sad. Yeah, that's true. Just have that's probably what I'm gonna have done is just have a mechanic do it. It's like we do know of a mechanic. That's the thing. That's the thing though. It's like, you know, like right now, all of my like, you know, like taxes and business stuff is we have somebody that handles that. We have somebody that handles like car stuff. But like they're also for like people that my parents know. So, you know, what I'm worried about is that, like, you know, when I'm older and on my own, like, these people aren't gonna live forever, so, like, who am I gonna go see? Are they going to have, like, an apprentice or something? I don't know. That's true. That's true. See, I think apprentices should be more common in the modern day. And I think that they should be called apprentices too. Mhm. I know that like some fields of work do that, but I think they all should. You are that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We need to have more of that. Like do like VTuber apprentices. That would be good. What would that be like when your Oshi dies? Oh God forbid. No, when your Oshi dies, they just get reincarnated. You know, oh my gosh, you know what would be sick? You know what would be sick? So like, so say you have this. Okay. I got banger idea. Banger idea for anime. All right, major executives, write this down. So, how about this concept? So, you have a girl that gets started as a VTuber. And she does it up until she retires. And then she has a daughter, and then the daughter starts doing VTubing, but as the daughter of her mother's VTuber persona. Huh? How about that? How about that? Huh? Huh? Is that anything? I think that's something. Be like, it's son of Baconator, you know? You're like the daughter of your Oshi. Whoa. I think that would be cute. I know that there are like certain VTubers that are parents and they have like little designs for their babies. Freaky Friday? Not really, because like the child is not like they're not like possessing they're not possessing the corpse of their parent, you know. They just their design is the child of their parent, you know. You know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? I mean, it's a little bit like Oshinoko. It's just with VTubers instead. And also, I would hope that the VTuber version, the mother does not get brutally killed. And hopefully the daughter's design is not a worse version of the mother's. What? Who said that? I mean, they do that sort of thing in like idol animes all the time, like you said with, you know, Oshinoko. They do that in Ensemble Stars, where, where the main. I say main. Well, yeah, I guess he's the main character in the anime. Like the main guy is like basically just his dad, but like small, but like baby. And he didn't accidentally murder somebody that we know of. Anything is possible in N Stars. Literally anything. So it's a crazy, crazy, crazy series. I did finally get to watch the movie of that too, with like better English subtitles. Oh, I don't know. That's hard to say. That's the thing about being a child is you're kind of a mix of both your parents. And I would say, you know, I think personality wise, I think I'm pretty split down the middle. You know, I got the worst attributes from both of my parents. It's true. It's true. I have the total lack of or I have terrible anxiety and social skills because I'm shy and quiet like my mom, and then I have horrible outbursts and I have a terrible temperament like my dad. So I'm worst of both worlds. I got both of the bad and none of the good. Though I would say looks wise, I definitely look a lot more like my mom. Oh well, what can you do? And now watch, Mama V's gonna comment something like, "You are not the worst of both of us." Though now that I said that, she's probably deleting her comment. That's true. That's true. Everybody's a little bit of a mess, though. To be fair. Mm-mm-mm. Ugh, I was about to end, but I don't want to. I don't want to end on a sad note. Mm. Oh yeah, yeah. So good note. Good note. So I did finally get to watch the like the anime movie for Ensemble Stars because I have seen it before, but the website that I watched it on, it was like it was like the website that I watched it on had like really poorly translated. It was like auto translated subtitles. So, it was not the most accurate thing. So like in the movie, like a few members from like each of the groups all traveled to America for like a movie award thing, and they get caught up in some like scandal thing from by this evil idol that like hates them because they're young and he's not. They're young and hot and he's old and not. basically. So he's like trying to, you know, he's trying to like get them all in trouble so that they won't work in the idol industry anymore. And so he like frames one of the guys for like stealing, and he gets this like one guy that like looks like one of the other guys to steal a lady's purse so that you can like frame him and get him kicked out or something from the movies. I don't know. It's not a very well thought out plan. I'll say that. But I thought so they capture they apprehend the guy, the thief boy. And so the first time that I watched it auto-generated a subtitle that had the guy say like, "Go back to where you came from." I was like, did this guy just do a microaggression? Did this white guy, which by the way, this is definitely a white guy. His name is Mackie. That is the whitest name I've ever heard. I was like, did this like white boy just tell these Japanese guys to go back to where they came from? Hello? But then I got to watch it with like actually well translated subtitles, and he did not say that. He's not racist. So I was like, oh, that's a relief. Yeah, Mackie Donald. He literally, that is the most American name that they could come up with. Aside from like Joe Freedom or something. Freedom Baseball. That is a very American name, yeah. Why didn't they think of that? But no, it turned out that it was really the system that was racist. What a shocker. It was like the story was that like he wanted the American kid, he wanted to be a Japanese idol, but they didn't want him to. They kept like rejecting him. All the idol agencies, they rejected him. They don't want any American, those darn Americans in there, even though they already have a foreigner idol in Ensemble Stars. But you know, that's fine. we don't need to talk about that. I thought, phew, what a relief. What a relief. Though it was pretty funny. The evil bad guy, he also like hired these these three like random guys to like challenge some of the boys to like a sports competition. Like they had them like compete with like they had them do like basketball and skateboarding and boxing, which somehow they managed to win. I'm like, how are these three random Japanese kids who are they're idols, they don't play sports, how did they beat these like New Yorkers, these New York Yankees? How does that work? Crazy. Crazy. But I guess it's just anime logic, the characters you like have to win, even if they are obviously majorly outclassed. Like my question was like, what do they do if what happens if they lose? Like they didn't set any stakes in the movie. They're just like the three kids. They just like came up and was like, "Hey, you guys, we're gonna have a dance battle. See that's what they should have done. They should have challenged them to a dance battle. They would have easily, believably, have won a dance battle. Okay." They should have gone full Disney and just had them do a dance battle, but no, they had to challenge them to like basketball or whatever. Like they didn't say like you know they didn't give a reason for wanting to challenge them. They just went up to these random kids and was like, "Hey, we're gonna do sports now." It's like, huh? And so it wasn't like, oh, if we win, you have to leave the park. But if you win, we'll leave the park. They just challenged them with no stakes. So like, what happens if they just refuse? What if they're just like, no, no, I'm not doing that. Then what? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? They were in Central Park. What are they gonna do? Kick them out of Central Park for like not playing basketball and stuff? Like I don't know. What was their plan? See, this villain's plan makes no sense. But that's okay, because the bulk of the movie was cute boys doing cute things. So that's 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 what they're marketing for, so they accomplished that. I don't know. I don't know. The villain's plan was not very thought out. And like the whole time too, he was like, ugh, these teenagers are behaving like teenagers. How dare they? Like, I'm sorry? How are you expecting them to act? Like because there's like a scene where they're all at this like fancy dinner party, and like a couple of the guys are like, "Oh my gosh, wow, the food that they have here looks so good," and the bad guy, he like comes over and he's like, "These boys, they have no manners." Like, whoa, chill. Can a guy just not appreciate some good looking food? Hello? That's not very come on baby America. It's just a kind of weird movie. I would have taken having a third season over having the movie, but oh well. Because they also don't even they have like so the first season. Listen, I'm gonna say it right now. Ensemble Stars has too many boys. All right, and they keep adding new ones, and they need to not. They need to not add new ones. There's too many. There's too many guys. Okay. So the first season, the first well, yeah, no, like the first two seasons. I say that like there's more. There's only two seasons. They go. They have like all of the characters from like the first arc of the game, you know? No, they already have ensemble girls, so we're good. And plus they already have there's a girl ensemble star, so, they filled their girl quota. One. Check that off the list. Yeah, they got all their corners covered, they've got the foreigner, they have a girl, check. They have like a native Okinawan. I think he's Okinawan. I think. Don't quote me on that. It's one of the newer characters I do not know about. So you know, you got that checked off. They got it all. Yeah. So like, and they have a fish god. They have a fish god. They have vampire brothers. They have twins. You know, they're just covering all their bases. So okay, so back to what I was saying. So the two seasons, they have like all the bands from the first arc of the game, and then the second arc of the game they add two more bands, and they kind of tease at the very end of the second season. They tease like the main character for the second arc of the game, but you would think like in the movie, you know, they would have more of the new characters, but no, they only have like, they have, I think, three or four of the characters from the new groups. So yeah. Oh, they've got, that's the whole cast. The whole cast is the comedy relief, okay? But yeah, so they don't. The movie is just like completely unrelated to the main plot of the story. I wish that they would have adapted the second arc somehow, but I don't think they ever will. Oh well, too bad, so sad. That's okay. There's too many boys. And yeah, they're all comic relief. Just like all of them are the gay one. You know, that's it. Well, that's just you know, idol animes in general. Any anime with a large cast of male characters or a large cast of female characters, you know, that's just the way it is. Unfortunately, if it's a large cast of male characters or a large cast of female characters, and they don't have like very many of the opposite sex, that's just how it's gotta be. I'm sorry to say. I mean, just look at Uma Musume, you know. They do have that, though I question it heavily. They do have a character that acts very outwardly like ladies' man, you know. They even have the creepy teacher. Yep, it's true. It's true. They have one teacher that, like, I don't know how he has a teaching license. So he's openly admitted to drinking on the job to his students. And I don't know, I was reading the story, and I don't know what happened, if he like sexually, cuz like, so the main character of like, or the player character for Ensemble Stars is a girl. But I'm gonna be honest, I feel like she's not really interested in any of the guys. I don't blame her. They're all kind of too weird. But yeah, so there's like a scene. So long story short, she's in the nurse's office because a guy like jumped on her spine accidentally, and her homeroom teacher, who's also the creepy teacher, who's also the nurse. Okay, makes sense. I don't know what happened between them, but for some reason there's like dialogue where he's like, I don't want to be nursed back to health by some stinky boys. I would rather have someone like you nurse me back to health. I'm already like, okay, dial it back there, sir. You don't need to be saying that to your 16-year-old student, okay? But then, like, I don't know what it's trying to imply happened, but he says something along the lines of like, being like embraced or something, and then like he makes it sound like he gets hit, and then he says like, I was just kidding, who would want to lust after a shrimp like you? I'm like, what did he do? What did he do to her? What on earth happened? Why are you a teacher? Frightening. It's frightening me. I don't like that teacher. I don't like that teacher. I think he needs to see some help. Not all the boys are stinky. Some of them just have stinky personalities. which is fair, I think. All right. Well, I think now I'm gonna be ending it because the OBS keeps on yelling at me, and also I think my phone is almost dead. Yeah, so I should probably go and charge that. Well, thank you everybody for joining in and listening to me ramble. I hope next time I have I have something more interesting to talk about, and my phone doesn't die immediately. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. I made it myself. And yeah. Once again, thank you everybody for joining in, and I'll see you all probably on Wednesday or whenever Agnes Digital comes out. And have a beautiful day. Bye.